Hello, how you guys doing? Jishy, oh my god, starting off the stream by showing some love, bro.
Love you all.
Bro, I love all of you guys too. I hope you're having a good month, good day, good month, good whatever today, man. Internet fixed. Yeah, it's still kind of weird, not gonna lie. Like this morning, I was trying to download an update for my Mac, but it was just like taking forever. But I don't know if it's just like a weekend thing, but it's okay. We'll get through it. How you guys doing? Yes, it is a very nice Sunday. Although today is jam for me now because I couldn't do that stream on Friday. So today I have like stream, customer pickup. I want to try getting one errand done and then another stream. So it's gonna be pretty crazy. But how you guys doing? Geoff, how you doing, man? Melik, Drew, again, Jishy, thank you so much for the sub, bro. I appreciate that. Juice, how you doing? V-Dub, Moss, how you doing? Hub, how you doing? Sage, how you doing? Haven't caught a stream in what feels like forever. Honestly, I've been kind of, like, not as a content creator, but as, like, a viewer, I've been sort of absent from watching people's streams up until, like, last week. I kind of feel like I started up again and started enjoying streams, but I don't know, it just gets, like, it gets tough, you know? I go to my PC to use my Prime. Yeah, I never understood why they don't allow Primes on your mobile phone. Still don't get that. Just popped by to say hi, even though you called me Huv. Wait, is it Huv or Hoove? I'm very confused on HOVE, because I think for me there's the brand called Hoover.
Hello,
I think
Alex.
it's like a neither
stream.
How do you pronounce it? There's a brand called Hoover, and I've always thought that was like wrong, or hover or whatever. Hove? Is it Hove? See, this is confusing. English is confusing, dude. Also, thank you so much, Zeal. I appreciate that, man. And Aderic, thank you so much, dude. Ask Geo? Okay, I'll ask Geo. Shwin, thank you so much for the tier. Dude, 1 year? English dies of cringe? Okay, you know why? It's like, there's certain words that we say in English, too, that don't have the same pronunciation as something that's completely the same, just added on. So it's always a little bit weird and tricky. This man said you're a Hoover vacuum? Do Hoover vacuums, are like, they still good? Are they still like vacuums people like go for? But dude, thank you guys so much, Schwinn. Aderic, thank you guys again, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, dude, I was, okay, I got stories to tell you guys. I got stories. So, first story is, okay, Threads right now was doing, like, I don't know if people have joined, I don't know who here has joined Threads. Started off strong. I was like, this is sick. People are like actually posting keyboards, like they're posting fun things that like I can get involved in, I can talk to. And then it's been like, what, a few days? And we're back to the normal 17 million business accounts telling me the top 5 things and how to make money. I can mute and block as many as I want. They just pop up like, I don't know. They pop up like crazy. And then the second thing is just, there's just so much like bullshit now on the platform already. But yeah, that's boring. Okay, Teacher Alex, can you explain sometimes my spacebar sounds higher pitched and lower pitched? So that could be mounting, that could, like the way that positions for gasket mounting sometimes. Yeah, Threads. It's like the new Instagram Twitter app kind of thing. Sinful, thank you, dude. I appreciate it.
Hello.
Skull, you did? Skull, I think I saw you send me an email, but I haven't looked into it yet. Sinful, thank you so much, Ben, for 15 months. All right, second story I gotta tell you guys. This one here is pretty crazy. I ordered myself a replacement. It's like not even, this is not like crazy amount of stuff, all right? I ordered myself a nicer replacement lens cap for my camera. And then I also ordered what I consider to be a fancier strap for my Fuji camera. So when I'm walking around here, I don't have to just hold it by its grip. I can actually put it around my neck. So I ordered it and they shipped it out via Purolator. And it's been about a week and I called Purolator because it hasn't moved from Montreal. And Purolator just goes, yeah, we lost it. If it's been there for that long, it's probably gone. So I sighed and I'm just like, well, that sucks because that was like the last one for that lens cap and I just don't know where else to buy it. So they ended up telling me that they were gonna file a report and then have a specialist look into it. And I was like, okay, whatever. Sounds pretty normal. A lot of companies have like these tracking specialists. So day later, they send me an email of like some follow-up stuff for the specialist. At the same time I got that email, they had called me. And they call me and they go, listen, we sent you an email. This is the tracking specialist. Do you mind filling out that form? So I'm like, yeah, not a problem. Let me go look at this form. I go to look at this form and it's like, name. What do you think the name was? What do you think your address? I'm like filling out these things, postal code. Then they hit me with, what does the box look like? And you can't skip that question. So like I paused and I'm like, I don't know what the box looks like. And dude, I'm not even kidding you. He goes, what do you mean you don't know what the box looks like? I'm like, I didn't ship the product. I'm receiving it. And he's like, so you're telling me you don't know what the box looks like? No. I don't know what the box looks like because I never got the box to verify what the box looked like. And I sat there and I'm just like, I was being sarcastic. Like at the end, I was just like, I don't understand. Like, this is a ridiculous question. But he was like dead set on trying to get me to answer that question. I'm like, I don't know what it looks like. So I just put question marks as the answer for that one there. And he ended up arguing with me. I ended up talking to someone else who was like, not defending him. He was kind of like, I don't know why that person asked you that. Like, and was so dead set on, I guess, getting that answer. All right, part 2 of this story now. Another day or two goes by. And the thing from Montreal, which is supposed to ship to Toronto, which is not that far, not crazy far away, somehow they found it in Vancouver. They found the box in a totally different province on the other side of Canada. And it's now being shipped to me at a snail's pace. All this for a lens cap, man. It's like, dude, I don't even get it, dude. It's so bad, man. This is not the first time I've seen this happen, dude. It's crazy. Crazy, though. When I saw it was Vancouver, I just rolled my eyes. I would have lied and just said brown box. I should have just been like, here it is. Just, there's your answer. Leave me alone. Reminds me of the UPS chair incident from a few years ago. Yeah, I've had such bad luck. I know a lot of people do, though. You sure Italian Alex didn't get it by accident? True. They might have got confused. I gotta go pick up a solid state drive from Peter later tomorrow. I hope they shank me like this too. Why is the top-down camera uncentered? Wait. What do you mean? It's centered. The keyboard's in the middle. If you're asking why this is not centered, it's because it doesn't make sense to center it. You know what I've never understood? I see so many people taking pictures like this, okay? I was bad at doing this too. Why would I ever put the keyboard in the middle and then only get this much space to move my mouse? I'm putting the keyboard here and I get all this space to move my mouse. You are the best
Apex player in your room.
Dude, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. So I've never quite understood it. Like I obviously, like at one point I was like, oh, it needs to be centered, but no, I kind of moved my mouse around a lot. So it doesn't make sense for me to do that. If it bothers you guys, I'll center it though. How would you rate the WS Mirandis? They're nice switches. Nothing wrong with them. I think they're nice. But yeah, that's really all the stories I got for you guys. That's really all that's happened. We did some like errands yesterday. I had to buy a suit, so maybe I'll take a picture of me in the suit. It's my first actual suit, so that was fun. No third story. No, that was really it. We're just doing keyboard stuff today. How are you guys though? How are things? How's your days going? Oh, dude, I love the Class 60. It's great. What kind of cable is that in your keyboard? So this one here is actually the cable that's supposed to go with my Envoy, but it is a Lindy cable from Space Cables. Birthday suit, huh? Isn't centering the keyboard easier to type on? I mean, it still is centered, guys. Like, this is more centered here now. I moved it over to the side.
How did it go?
It went super well, bro. We gave away a lot of keyboards. It is still centered. It's just the desk pad's not centered. Like, this is still... Well, this would be right over here. This more or less right about here is centered for me. First time on your stream, love your videos. Hey, dude.
Any updates on your Envoy?
Yes, it still should be around August 15th, I want to say. But that's like the biggest update I can tell you guys. I'm going to have another meeting with them soon-ish. And I'll tell you guys more stuff as I find out more stuff too. All right. We're going to look at something from Protozoa. And little thing, Protozoa makes some crazy fun keyboards. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure what to expect sound-wise or feeling-wise from the keyboard we're going to be looking at today. But I do think this is a very pretty keyboard. So Protozoa Studio sent this over. I don't know. I've always been a big fan of their aesthetic. So me and my brother in month 8 of waiting to get his insurance settlement. What happened with that top? Oh, just a box within a box. I guess I don't need this box. I still don't love this desk pad, but it is aesthetically very nice. And they also sent over a glitch one, which we can take a look after. This is more like this is not really my aesthetic anymore, but it's still very pretty. It's like this bright neon style stuff here, but that's a cute case. I love the blue. The blue is like, this is probably my favorite with the little orange tassels on the front here. Beautiful. Not as pretty as you. Oh, please, bro. Please. Don't make me smile that much. We were in an Uber going to work and had a car accident. What? Top, was it a, like, I hate asking this, but was it a bad accident? Either way, man, that's awful. I hope you guys are okay. Hope no fluid and no one got hurt. That's a big fear of mine too, man. That's a big fear of mine. Finally got GMK Norse to pair up with my upcoming derivative. Oh man, dude, I'm so excited for my derivative too. Okay, dude, this is gonna be such a fun thing to unpack here. All right, I don't know what to do first here. There's so much stuff. All right, let's take a look at this contents here. If there's one thing Protozoa does really, really well, it's really fun PCBs. Let me just do my best to open this in a timely fashion here. Some soft tissue damage, but otherwise in good health. Oh, damn. Okay, that's good though. At least yours are in good health though. But yeah, definitely, like, once that insurance comes through,
hey, yo.
you can put that thing behind you, hopefully. Oh, man. This is so pretty. Aesthetic, thank you so much for the prime, man. This is going to be a very pretty keyboard today. Like, I genuinely think we're all going to really like the way this looks. So, designed by Youngcar. Love this. Love Youngcar. So, it has that through-hole kind of style build, but it's already done for you, which is really cool. Very, very pretty. Extremely pretty PCB. Love this. Yeah, like I said, if there's one thing they do super well at Protozoa is beautiful PCBs. Lots of options we can use here too, so love it. FR4 plate. Big plate there for this. I don't know what this is. They sent me a guide this morning, but I haven't had a chance to... Oh, it's silicone. Oh, cool. I didn't even know this was a thing in this build. Okay, so we got some silicone and I think a polycarb plate. So depending on what we want to build here today. What color derivative? You know what? Honestly, I don't remember because I think I just told Justin to surprise me. I think I'm pretty positive I said just surprise me. But I really don't remember what we talked about. The USB-C will write off the whole PCB. The USB-C? What do you mean? Derivative is going so fast. Is it almost done already? I think I did ask him to not send me an all black one. I got too many all black keyboards, not gonna lie. Just way too many. So that is probably the only thing I said, please don't send me. We have some screws, some standoffs, stuff like that. And then I don't know what this is exactly, but we'll take a look at that. I think that's just a badge. All right. Let's open up this guy. So this is the top piece, which we're gonna take out now. I believe it's the top piece. God, so much tissue paper. I'm sorry, guys. So So this is the frosted version, which I think is probably my favorite out of all of them. But it's gonna be like a nice little TKL that we're building today with a lot of character to it. And then we have the base piece, which, let me get this guy out. This is also really pretty. So it's kind of like a mixed material of things. Look at that, dude. Isn't this cool? Like I said, if there's one thing Protozoa does really, really well, is this: they make really fun, interesting keyboards. Like, that is so cool. It's like a mix. It's like a mix of things. They sent over some other tops as well, which we'll take a look at. Actually, we can look at now, too. I don't think there's many left of these. I think they're in stock. But definitely a really unique project. They've had a few really unique projects so far. And they're one of the more fun boards to take a look at. Because it's not just your standard, like, well, even if it doesn't sound good type thing. At least this has, like, its uniqueness going for it. And this is some of the other colored tops we can kind of mix and match if we so decide to. God, dude, so much tissue paper in this. Hello? Please. There's like a red one. So they have a lot of different, that's a bright red. Holy, that is a beautiful red. Lots of different colors to choose from too. They told me this morning as well. I'm not gonna open all these up right now. There's also a blue and looks like an orange. They're gonna be doing some other like materials for top pieces you can buy separately, which is really cool. Backup toilet paper from COVID. True, actually true, dude. Early stream, good morning. Good morning. How are you? But yeah, very, very cool. Look at that. That's just the base piece. And then really love this material on the bottom. This is also gonna act as its feet, presumably. Very, very cool though. Let me actually open up their build guide they sent me over. Just so I know what pieces go where. Man, this is such a pretty board. Okay, let's see. If you're soldering your PCB, let's get started. Okay, so we're just gonna do our stabs and stuff first. But yeah, very, very cool. Love this a lot. Move this over to the side and let's start doing our stabilizers, shall we? Protozoa do always like using interesting materials, which I think is awesome, right? You know what else is awesome? Chaser. Love seeing Chaser here. Really awesome person. Chaser, if you haven't been feeling it lately, man, know that you're loved, bro, all right? What's up, Octo? How you doing? Do you know if the sides are acrylic or polycarb? The sides to these, this feels like a polycarbonate. Like, this definitely feels like polycarb. I'll confirm all the materials later. Once we build it up, I'll go back to the web page. You like that one there, Yannick? So we are going to be using some TX AP stabs. I'm hoping they work out okay. Hopefully they turn out okay. This will definitely sound deep. I think I kind of want to go with the polycarbonate. I think that's what I want to do. I don't know if I want to go with FR4 today, but I wouldn't mind. I guess we need all of these. Wouldn't mind giving everything kind of a go. I have 2 of these, so I'm probably going to build one today and then build one another day and maybe give it away or something. But yeah, Protozoa boards are fun, man. I'll keep this back here too. Well, I was just looking at this one in their blue. Yeah, this is the blue one. Well, actually, no, this is the frost one, sorry, the frosted. The blue one is a little different. The blue top anyways. This, I'm not sure. This feels like a silicone of some sort. But it's not, it doesn't look like it's that thick. It's very thin. You can't really see it past here. Kind of just looks like it might have been glued down or something. Super fun though, man. like I said, I gotta give it to Protozoa. They really know how to make unique stuff. Every board I've ever seen that they've put out has been just super, super unique. I have the black version, such a nice board. What switches did you put inside? We're using creamsicles today. A switch that I haven't seen in quite a long time, but we're using them. What do you guys have done for the rest of the weekend? You guys doing anything? You have a 70% for the AP. Yeah, I know, 70% chance. I feel like I have not been hydrating that well these days. I feel like I was doing really good, and then the last few days I feel like I kind of slipped off of hydrating. But yesterday I think I did a good job. Happy to catch a stream. Blubbo, thank you for being here, man. Can you recommend me an entry budget product photography camera? I just launched my e-commerce site after 3 years in the making. Woohoo. I'm super proud of you, first of all. Budget product photography. I'm going to say this as honest as possible. There's no such thing. Any camera you pick up these days, any camera will be your budget product photography. Now, if you want something that I feel like you can kind of pick up for a decent price, I personally really think Fuji is fantastic. If you want to go with something a little bit more clinical, my recommendation is kind of pick up maybe a Canon or a Nikon, maybe a Sony if you really feel like it. But in terms of like lenses, you can go with like a 50mm. I would recommend something that's 70mm plus.
Only love, Black Heart,
Dude,
excited
Dane.
for future projects.
Yes, man. I'm very excited. I have all this stuff ready for you, Dan. I just need to send you the email. But you can pick up like a used Fuji body and then a decent lens for probably, I would even say under $800. Zosco, thank you so much for the Prime, man. I really appreciate that, dude. I've actually been looking into picking up one additional lens. I want to get the 90mm, but I just don't have the funds for that. I don't think I will for a while. I had to slow down with some of my other work because I was just truthfully getting burnt out. But one of the lenses I was looking at is a Voigtlander 50mm because I don't have a 50mm, believe it or not. So I've sold off most of my old Sony stuff. Isn't Bergamot just tea, just Earl Grey? Honestly, solid. I'm not really a tea guy. Slurpless. Hey, how you doing, man? You doing okay? Have you used the X100V? No, but I've seen someone have it. Like, I saw someone have it. Everyone who I know has one. I think Manoli has one. Loves their 100V. They love it, dude. But no, I didn't get my hands on one. I ended up opting to pick up a, what's it called? Ricoh GR3X, which, you know what? I kind of think I prefer the shape and size of that to the X100V. I have held an X100V. But I think the smaller camera just makes more sense for me in case I need to go somewhere and want to be a little bit more discreet about having a camera. Because the X100V doesn't really fit in your pocket. Earl Grey is just black lavender tea. I'm just not a tea guy. I don't like teas. Tea maybe on a cold day when you're sick. Maybe that's when I like teas, but I'm not really a tea guy. I lost like $3 grand from damages because of this guy. It's a sucky life. I wonder though, Slurpless, can you not ask them to... I guess maybe that wouldn't work. I was going to say, can you not ask them to file for chargebacks or something? Like, I don't know if it was done like as a friend-to-friend thing, but I'm sure if they open up an investigation saying they got scammed into it, the banks would help them. Banks are usually pretty good with that stuff. They would just need to open it, and it's just like some time for them to do so. Oh, is Zeal? I have no idea. I don't know what Zeal is really because we don't have that here in Canada. I have both an XT5 and X100V, and I refuse to sell it for aftermarket price because I love it so much. Yeah, the Fuji stuff's great. Fuji's great. I would say though, for like product photography, you kind of have to be a little bit more diligent with it because it is a crop sensor. So if you need larger scale photos, you just have to shoot appropriately. But no, Fuji stuff's amazing. And I hope that answered your question about which camera to go with. Bro, I've been getting back on the camera grind for things like the gear stuff. Love it though. Kind of like friends and family PayPal, you don't get it back. Oh. I don't know why Canada doesn't have a lot of stuff like that. We just have e-transfers, which is directly from your bank. That's all we have. 100V price in the market is nuts. Thing is, okay, listen, it's great. The X100V is like, I've seen people take some amazing photos from it. It shoots great JPEGs. If anyone in here has been like, man, I really want one, but the weight is insane, dude, I'm telling you guys, just go pick up a Ricoh GR3X. Or the GR3 if you want the wider lens. It is, look how tiny this thing is. And it's a crop sensor. It's like 24 megapixels or something. It's tiny. I put this in my pocket. It takes amazing photos. I would say the only downside doesn't have a viewfinder, so if that's important to you, then unfortunately that doesn't exist here. But this takes great little JPEGs too. Not quite as like out of the camera, I mean, good as some of the Fuji stuff, but it takes some great photos, dude. Chatting, can this Alex guy stop being so freaking positive? No, I'm gonna always be as happy as I possibly can, Soren. Life's too short. It's too short. Missed it, but what's the board in your desk right now? That's the Class 60, and the one we're building today is the Strata TKL. Missed it. Dude, you know what someone told me one time? This happened a long time ago, and I still think people think this of me. People think that my streams are too positive, and they always overlook all the critical stuff that we do, and all like the objective, like this is good, this is bad thing. And then they call me toxic positive. It's very interesting. I'm not into photography, but aren't mobile phones, especially high-end ones, on par with standalone cameras? Yes and no. Like you can get some great shots from phones, dude. But there's so many like words I can throw around that would kind of be just too analytical for like camera talk's sake, but it doesn't quite have the same look as using a big prime lens, and you can't quite get the depth or anything like that. So toxic positive, what the crap? Yeah, so I had to look that up too. Basically, it's when like you're too positive about everything and you don't recognize negative things. But dude, I'm learning more and more every single day. Like the internet, like listen, lately, I feel like because of social media, because of people with like, and this is not supposed to be mean, but it might come off mean, all right? There are people with such few problems in the world. Maybe they have everything going for them. It's one of two ways. Such few problems in the world that everything becomes a problem so they can feel badly about something. It's just like, they don't have like the same type of grind that other people might have. Maybe they're born into money or something like that. And they just feel like these weird social things, like these social cues that they might not have or whatever, they like look for problems, all right? And then they go and bitch about those problems. And then it's just like, that's the only thing that consumes their life, is like trying to fix this problem that doesn't actually exist. On the opposite side of the spectrum, there are people who do, and I feel for these people, but they have gone through a lot in life. And instead of taking like the higher road to feel more positive about things and becoming like a better person, they just live in that negativity. I feel like it's more usually the first one, of where people with less problems really just like go out and then create bullshit. That's usually what I find. But I've been seeing it more and more recently, just like these weird one-off issues, and then suddenly it becomes like the world's not working right type thing. It's like chill. But it's very strange. I've gone through a lot of shit, and it's always better to be positive and happy. In the long run, the people that you actually want to surround yourself with are probably positive people, right? The moment you if it's that age-old saying that you attract more flies with honey, right? If you're a sweet person, more people will come to you because they want to feel good, and people like-minded with also good intentions will be around you. But if you're just a negative person, you're only ever going to create an atmosphere for negative people. And you can have everything going for you, right? But you could still be that negative, toxic, like just everything's drama person. I would take happy and struggling over sad and easy. Honestly, likewise. Like if I had to choose, I would want to work harder and be happier rather than sit around and do nothing and just bitch and complain and have no friends. Have you ever used a top mount keyboard that is so stiff it kind of bruises your thumb? Yes. Well, not top mount, but integrated plate? Yes. Yes, indeed. Hate us because they ain't us. I almost died a few times. I'm gonna stay positive. Wait, sir, Mr. Positivity. I want to know these stories if you're comfortable with sharing. Vey, I'm not gonna lie, it just tried to hold your message because the last few words, it just thought you were trying to be negative, but it mixed things up. But I hate the fact that I had to permit that now. So if it happens again, I have to ban that term, I suppose. But because it said that because trans is stupid hard, it just picked up like. Anyways, we'll ban it next time if someone says something actually negative about someone. But I can imagine, Vey. We've had a few people like come in here and talk about that kind of stuff, and like it's something that I could never possibly imagine because I've never gone through that stuff. But just ban the person. Yeah. Not me with the top mount and a tray mount on my wall. Wait, what? Not me with a top mount and a tray mount on my wall. Do your keyboards mounted on the wall? I'm so afraid to do that. I am so afraid to do that, dude. I want to put keyboards up on the wall, but I'm afraid the wall's gonna not hold the keyboards and just break and fall down. So I had that at my parents' house. I think I mounted 2 keyboards on the wall, but I put the lightest like polycarbonate acrylic keyboards up there that weighed nothing at all because I was way too afraid. Way too afraid. Actually, Soren, I have not used that sad song in forever because it doesn't work. It always gets demonetized in the VODs, so I had to unfortunately disable that sad song. If it's mounted to the studs, it should be fine. Yeah, I think it is the studs aren't always in the right place, you know? Wait a second, I got a better one. Are you saying I gotta mount it to you guys because you guys are all studs? Okay, whatever. I almost bought some keyboard stands, but good thing I didn't because I've sold almost all my boards. Wait, why, Blubbo? Are you just done with the hobby? Are you just over it? Do you personally like a Lin montage or the KFEC? I think I like the KF. I have a KFE I need to build still. It's the one that I ordered. I've not built it. It's like sitting there waiting to be put together. Oh my God, Frack no. How you doing, man? 39 months. Dude. It has been a long time, my friend. Wait, how long has the KFE been there? I'm pretty sure since it came out. I just have not had a chance to build it. I rarely get to build my own keyboards. What was I getting? Oh, I need that electric piece. I still have tons of boards I need to build. I think there's even 2 Rama boards up there that I need to build too. Thank God I have a brick wall in my house. Dude, I'm so jealous about that. That must be an awesome little thing to have in the house. Like, I love like little walls like that. They give you such character to a room. Love, love, love it. Frackno, how you doing today, man? Now that's being too positive. Wait, what's being too positive? Hey Alex, I remember you tried the novelty cream plus switches on a stream, but I have tried the... Oh yeah, the cream dreams are nice. I have a bit of an opinion on cream dreams though, okay? I think a lot of people will probably buy the cream dream switches and think they're gonna be like, I don't know, a slightly smoother version of creams. Here's my opinion, and I don't know if you guys want to chime in, please let me know. This is the same opinion I have with hyperglides and stuff. The moment you break them in for millions of actuations and they don't have that signature scratch and they slightly sound a bit different, then it's not the same switch. So I don't think it has the same type of, I don't know, character as the original Switch, but you know. Alex, I'm new to the hobby and have built a few Polaris, Zekworks, Ogre. What is next for me? Soren, don't be negative. Come on, man. Don't be sarcastic either. It's not fun to be sarcastic. If you've built those boards, I mean, there's tons of stuff you could there's tons of stuff you can go for. I think like the next thing you could probably go for, if you want something in your lineup of keyboards that's totally different from the things that you've built, I mean, you might want to even look at mode. I mean, dude, the next thing you could probably even look at is just keyboards that visually interest you, right? That's kind of the turn I've been taking with this hobby as well. Like, if something visually interests you, I would go with something like that. So, I mean, even the keyboard we're doing today, if this visually interests you, then why not pick it up, right? But, I mean, you already probably have some. I can only imagine all of those keyboards probably sound fantastic, right? You know, type hints. So, maybe visuals, if you want to stay within the hobby, is the next big thing. Come into the 40s dungeon. I mean, yeah, you could also look at different layouts too. That's not a bad idea to look at. Time for vintage Topper and vintage stuff, and the cycle continues. I mean, vintage stuff's a whole thing on its own, you know? Don't do it, it's a trap. Return to membrane. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. I bought a Mercutio 40% and soldering the USB is way too difficult. I'll never do it. Dude, I'm a little over the through-hole stuff myself. My hands have been not like the best in the world for doing those really small projects, so I'm with you there. Ron's, what's going on? Evening to you as well, man. I'm so tempted to get a Molly 60. Are they sold through? I thought they were sold through. Because I think there was only 200 limit each, right? I'm not too sure if they're sold through now. To be honest, I could use a membrane and it would be nice. It would be a nice looking case and feel as mounting style would be nice. Oh, if it was a nice looking case. Yeah, I feel that. I'm very into like the visuals of keyboards too, right? They have to look good on my desk. Alex, is permatext dielectric actually bad, or are you joking? Okay, I'll say this one more time because I am actually not sure now. In my opinion, permatext, and again, I'd like for people to chime in if they have had different or the same experiences. It just wasn't good. Like it leaked all over my PCBs. It needed to be touched up, like what I felt like almost every 15 days. I had tried 2 different bottles because one was an older bottle that my dad had, and then I picked up a new one off Amazon. And both of them had the same problem. And this is probably like years apart in manufacturing as well. So I personally think it was terrible. But it seems that now other people are saying they've had totally different experiences. It was shit for me. Well, there you go. I bought a big tub of Permatex. It's not bad. It's just not as good of an experience as it should be. Josh, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that Prime, bro. Is it Jashlar? Appreciate that, dude. I bought a Loctite instead. Yeah, I think the Loctite stuff's way better. My stabs are much better with them, although maybe because I used your most recent video on looping stabs. Could be a mix of both too. Personally, I just found the Loctite to just be like way more, almost forgiving as well, and then it just lasted way longer. Hold on one second, guys. Just want to get something to work on here that's not this particular mat. Where can I... One second. Let's grab this guy. I'm sticking with BDZ. Works great for me. Yeah, people like BDZ. Nothing wrong with BDZ. I use Permatext and tune them up with Syringe. I mean, if you're gonna tune it up anyways with a different, like if you're using Permatext to tune it up, then, I mean, if it's working for you, then keep doing what you're doing. But I use actually a combination of 2 different greases when I do stabs for the wires. For the wires, I start with Permatext, or not Permatext, sorry, dielectric grease, not Permatext. And then I switch over to 205. So I fill in any gaps with the 2.0. Happy about the double feature today? Yeah, so we're gonna do one stream now and then one stream at 7. Because I got some stuff in between that I have to take care of. And then we'll be back. Was missing the streams? I know, it was like been three or 4 days since I streamed. I was getting kind of sad too. But I had to take care of a bunch of stuff, and my internet wasn't working the other night, so. Hey Alex, just wanted to let you know that I love your positivity. It's part of the reason I always go to your streams. Oh, thank you, Sky. Your positivity helps me feel better through hard times. It is refreshing, especially when there's so much negativity on the internet. Dude, there's so much. Just people being so angry and everything on the internet. Like, everything's a problem. I'm just tired of it. I think I'm also, like, as I get a little older too, I think, like, meme culture is also something I'm growing really tired of. Like, it's funny once in a blue moon, but when everything is treated like a joke, forget it. Like, it's, and also wrongs, I was gonna post that on threads this morning, bro. But like, it went from everyone having like fun, actual, like, good discussion to just bullshit pictures of things and complaining about, like, just everything's a meme. Like, oh, dude, that was driving me nuts this morning too. Like, half my feed is business, how to get rich, dumb memes about things that aren't even that funny, and just, I don't know, fake news stuff about random things. And then the other thing that, this seems like it's more of a problem on Threads than it is Twitter, but like the recycled content people, you know, those people that have like, I'm making something up right now, it's like the keyboard hub, and it's like they just go around taking other people's keyboard photos and then they link it to like an Amazon account and they're making money off of that. Yeah. Boring. I just blocked a bunch of people. I muted like 25 people this morning. Slowly turning into a happy old man. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that kind of stuff. Like, it's just not for me. Like, I think if people are gonna make those type of accounts, there's clearly a reason why people would make those accounts, by the way. There's a very clear reason. It's to make money. So when they're doing that kind of stuff, it's just not for me. Is Alex really that old? I'm 32. Actually, I'm 32 in 13 days. In 13 days, I am 32. Aware Alex is a fossil? Okay, Soran. Okay, dude. Alright, so, is this hot swap or solder? This is solder, so I don't need the standoffs. Silicone sheet. Unwrap the silicone sheet. Place on top of the PCB with the stabilizers installed. Okay, let's get the silicone sheets. That's not silicone. Happy early birthday. Thank you, dude. Alex, would you make a wallpaper pack so we can purchase at some point? Do you guys actually want something like that? And would you guys want for anyone who does want something like that, would you guys just want, which way does this go? I guess it goes this way, like this. So then it just sits like this. So basically I would handcraft a whole bunch of wallpapers, specifically the one you had on YouTube, short of your setup. Oh. There needs to be an underwear picture for Tim, huh? I would buy a wallpaper pack? Okay. Here's what I'll do then. Okay. I've been thinking about this for a while. I'm not gonna lie though, I've always thought like making something like this just feels very like bleh to me. Because I just don't know if you guys like this kind of stuff. That's why it feels bleh for no other reason. If you guys want, I will work on it because it's something that I would want to work on ASAP, because I do tend to like put a lot of my photos in backup hard drives and they all get kind of lost. So it's probably something I'd work on sooner rather than later. And then I would probably also include actual photos of when I go out and stuff like that too. So it wouldn't just all be keyboard things. And I have some like other things that are just textures that I've always kept like in my backlog of things. I would also probably make it an active file that you guys can re-download and then has updated stuff in it. So I'll probably work on that this week. I'd love bi-monthly packs or something. I'd give you more continuous revenue as well. Thanks, dude. Maybe I'll put it on Patreon or something like that. I don't know. I'll figure out a good way to do it. Okay? I'll figure out a good way to do it. If you guys are actually interested in it. It won't be that, I won't price it that high either. Because if it's just going to be like a subscription thing, then, or if it's like a one-time, I don't know. I'll figure something out. Right now, the one thing that bothers me on Threads is all the follows for follow going on because it's just started on social media. I want people to be happy, obviously, while they're posting their content stuff, but I feel ya. I feel you, dude. Push it down around the stabilizers, make sure it sits flush with the PCB. Okay, so that's on, and then do I put the plate on now? I'm assuming I put the plate on. I guess because we're using, should I use polycarbonate? Or FR4. I don't know what I want to use here. This is a very different build. I'm just like thinking what I want to use. I think maybe we do use the FR4. Or do I want it to be really deep? Threads feels kind of mid. There's a whole bunch of people who I don't know. I don't follow my field. You know why it feels mid? Is because you're dealing with the population of users that are on there to profit and monetize. FR4 plates prettier. Go deep. Go PC. But I feel like this fits the Frost aesthetic more. You know what? I know everyone wants FR4, but I think the PC plate fits the vibe more, you know? I do think this fits it a little bit bigger on that. All right. We got some stuff from Lubed Switches. They sent these over. Very cool. I don't have to lube switches today. Always a blessing. These are done nicely. Very nice. There are 3 acrylic layers. How to distinguish between them? One is a single hole. I don't think I have to do that now, though, right? Install your switches now or after assembling. So we'll do that now. I think I can do this first. I don't think I need to do anything else. And then all the acrylic layers I can do afterwards. Creamsicles, yeah, we're doing creamsicles today. It has been a long time since I've used creamsicle switches. Well, it feels like a long time. Wait, are these epsilons? Guys, I don't know what. Actually, you know what? Maybe they are epsilons. Oh, they are. They say Prevail. I'm not gonna lie. I only looked at these via the packaging and just assumed they were creamsicles. Do they say Prevail? They do say Prevail. Maybe they are epsilons then. Perhaps. Let me change the. It doesn't matter. We're using it anyways. Basically the same thing. They're long pull switches. I'm really hoping though these epsilons don't suffer from the same problem as all my other epsilons did, which is leaf ping. Nice no ticking on them. They don't seem like they're ticking at all. They seem fine. So I'm gonna pray. V2 should have fixed that. I have V2 solid and they still tick. These seem great though. I'm actually not gonna complain about this. This feels really, really good so far. Very nice. Are you into film/movies? I've gone to the theaters to see the new Wes Anderson film. Oh dude, I really want to go see Asteroid City. I really want to. So Pluto. Personally, love watching movies in the theater. Also personally, hate watching movies in the theater. I know what you're thinking. How could you possibly love and hate it? Well, kids. That's why. When teenagers go to the movie theaters, it's no longer to go watch a movie or just go with their friends. They need to use their cell phones to prove that they're at the movies. The first 20% or 30% of the movie. Every movie I've seen in the last little bit, with the exception of one movie, which was the new Suzume, has had people, like teenagers, with their cell phones recording half the movie to post on their stories and stuff. That's why I also don't like going to movies. It's really distracting and really annoying. No, the adults aren't better. They're also equally as annoying. But I would say more often than not, it's usually the kids, the teenagers. I picked up the, I can't even pronounce that, Grand Prix in Oblivion from the sale. Dude, we're gonna get some nice sets. Finding a small theater. There is one near me that I think I can go to, but they don't have a lot of movies playing. I've had some pretty weird movie experiences in the last little bit. So my movie experiences right now have been a little bit lackluster, but Pluto will love it, dude. Some people laugh far too loud and do not realize there are people in there trying to immerse themselves in the story of the film. I'm the same way, man. Even when I'm watching movies at home, though, I don't talk much. Like, I just, like, sit there and enjoy. The worst experience I've had in movie theater, though, was, I'd say more recently. There was a guy, and these are adults. These are not teenagers. There was a guy there with some friends, and I guess a girl was there, too. And it seemed like most of them were kind of coupled off. I'm not sure. But it seemed like there were one or two other friends there. And in the process of watching the movie, and this is not like near the beginning, this was pretty much the entirety of the movie, he would lean over and flirt with the girl. And you can tell the girl just wanted to watch the movie. Like, she was not having it. She was not responding back. But he kept trying to shoot his shot. And it's just like, I guess in my mind, it's like, what is the expectation here? What do you want her to do? Like, do you want her to stop watching the movie and be like, oh my God, you're the guy for me? If that was me and someone was trying to flirt with me while I was watching a movie, after I just spent $25 plus the cost of all the popcorn and stuff, probably $40 to get in, obviously that person doesn't value money. So I would probably, I would probably not want to ever talk to that person again, man. Do you ever do some gourmet popcorn? It's so expensive now that no, I don't do it. The last time we went to a movie theater, I think we ended up just getting a bag of candy, or we brought a bag of candy. I don't even remember, but it's too expensive. And then also, someone told me about this here. And then when I went to we stopped by a movie theater for Suzume, and you guys were right. Apparently in Canada, or maybe in Toronto, they stopped doing fresh popcorn and they just pre-do it in the morning and put it in bags and then leave it under the heat lamp. So I didn't think that was a real thing until I actually went. But yeah, they stopped making the popcorn fresh like that anymore. They don't pop it during the day. This was the one downtown. Was it the Scotiabank Theater? That one there. Happy Sunday, LY. How are you doing, man? How are things looking? Part of the experience is definitely smuggling in candy from home now. Dude, I'm telling you, it has to be part of the experience now. Your stream ruined movie popcorn for me, saving me hundreds of dollars. Wait, why? Why, Gia? Pre-warm popcorn sounds awful. The movie popcorn's okay. Movie theater popcorn is just alright. I think if I was to go for popcorn these days, my go-to, if it wasn't making it myself, the bacteria, I know. I really just like picking up, I think the brand's called Lesser Evil. And they have one that's like a Himalayan sea salt with like fresh butter on it or whatever, or just like a butter flavoring. I don't know what it is. That is probably my favorite, but it's also like a once in a blue moon treat. Like, I haven't had it in forever because it is really expensive. Any of those like gourmet popcorn bags you buy from the store is like $5 or $6. Truffle butter? That sounds delicious. Last time I was in a cinema was 5 years ago watching Christopher Robin. That was a cute movie. My worst movie experience is when I saw Quiet Place in theaters. I had snuck in a box of cannolis and they were in a clear plastic to-go box, but it was way too loud to actually open them. Oh, dude. You went to go watch a movie called Quiet and brought a box that was plastic? That's pretty funny though, man. That's like one of those things where it's like in hindsight, you wish you would have thought of like the movie title and been like, oh shit. Is now a crinkly place? Yeah, it's not a quiet place anymore. It's a plastic place. That's pretty funny though, man. That makes for a good story. Oh shit. Popcorn's too mainstream. Normalize grilled corn on the cob. Oh, that sounds so good. Just found out about Mexico. I wonder if I'll ever get my 3CV2. Nope. Guys. I don't think Mexico's going nowhere, all right? Let's just, I don't think they're going to deliver anything at this point. Like I said, I would just, if you guys can, you guys have to, just do your thing. Get your money back, man. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm here for 25% of the vibes, 25% for food recommendations, 25% for keyboards, and 25% for photography. Love it, bro. M&M's and ice cream. I've been loving ice cream again lately. I went through a phase where I just didn't have ice cream for such a long time, but what happened to Mexico? The short of it, they're not delivering nothing. The long of it, I would recommend going to read like all of the stuff that's on Reddit and stuff like that, or just through people's Discords, because it is a shit show. It is a disaster. It also illustrates, and dude, you know what I hate about the whole Mexico situation too, is it really doesn't do any justice for the group buy model, because it was handled so poorly, and it was also, I'm assuming there was no malicious intent with how they spent their money. It also shows you how poorly the group buy model can work in some cases for people who don't understand how to properly use the group buy model. Right? So all it's really doing is hurting, like at the long run, I kind of agree with what Soren says. It hurts vendors who actually do things right. Is CW60 moved to today or no? Yeah, the CW60 that was supposed to be on Friday will be at 7 o'clock tonight. I just didn't want to do 2 streams back to back now because I have to go. I have like a little thing I have to do at 4 o'clock, which is in like 2 hours, which we should have this keyboard done by then. And then I'll just re-pick up stream at night. So these diodes, I don't exactly know the purpose of them. I'm not really a PCB guy, but you would normally find these diodes in like a through-hole build as well. So instead of the diodes being here on the back of the PCB, the diodes are here on the front. So it is kind of an aesthetic thing to have them there, which makes the board look super cool. And also gives you a bit of clearance on the bottom too. How recent is this Mexico thing? I would say the last month has been all the public stuff that's been going on with them. I shall go to sleep, hopefully making time for the CW60 stream. Sounds good. Enjoy your sleep. I feel like I got those symbols really mixed up, but whatevers. Oh. Concentrate power and 5% pleasure. Is that the Mike Shinoda's group when he went solo for a little bit? Or I guess when he did his solo stuff. What was that group called? I don't remember what that group was called now. Fort Minor, that's what it was. Fort Minor was pretty nice. I liked when he did his solo stuff. I loved that. Diodes control the flow of the current in the circuit. If I recall, setting them up there is mainly aesthetic choice and considered in the circuit trace layout. Yeah. I think it's a cool aesthetic choice. Kind of get to see your parts of your keyboard, which is super dope. I just realized that last week he was the guy from Linkin Park. Oh, really? I love Linkin Park. Love them. When I was growing up, Linkin Park was probably the only band. Like, there was tons of different groups I liked, but I just absolutely loved Linkin Park. They were just like my go-to for everything. What's up, Elquan? How you doing? Elquan, I had some infuriating matches of Apex last night. Before I go to bed, I usually play like 1 or 2 matches, just because like I'm like, you know what? Let me just play. There was some guy who dropped us, and it was some guy and his friend. They dropped us in a, I don't remember what spot it was. We drop, we go down. They are pinging to engage, and on voice they're saying let's engage. They start shooting. I go in to engage with them. They both start giggling and run away. I die, and then they just like, we'll res him. They spent the entire game, so I think about 10 minutes running, because I can't leave, right? Because it'll dock me points. They finally craft me after about 10 minutes, and then they res me, only for both of them to leave the game after they do so. Because they had to go. And at that point, I'm just like, what am I? I think that was one of 2 games I played last night. But what a waste of... it was like a whole 20-minute ordeal. And I'm just like, what is this? Yeah. And then the second game, I came in second place. I was really happy about that one there. But that first game was awful. What a terrible experience. Alex, will you teach me how to Apex? I'm not that good. I don't know who is what rank in this chat, but I think Elquan's pretty high rank. I went to go see LP as a kid. Their last album with Chester, that show was so amazing. The band was my life for the first 15... Dude, Magnolia, me too. I've never gotten emotional when, like, someone passes in the music industry. It's just, it's hard. I don't know. I feel for, like, everyone, but it's just... None of them have really like touched me on that level as Linkin Park has. And when Chester passed away, dude, I was a mess, bro. Just that band, like, it was the first album I ever purchased. It was also something that I shared with my father, like a passion that I shared with my father. Me and my brothers all liked the band. The songs had a lot of meaning to me. And I think what really got me is like listening to Last Light. And then just like, he talked about that, suicide and stuff like that. And it was just so sad, man. That song, dude, any time I listen to that song now, maybe not now because I'm a little bit more, I guess, not numb to it right now, but like I've gone through the stages of grief there, but man, what a mess. I felt it when MCA passed away. Beastie Boys meant a lot growing up in the 90s. Yeah, it's like music that just you grow up with, right? Oh boy, my eyes, my ears. Just watched ASMR thing. Holy crap, that was awful. Here's my safe place. Wait, ASMR thing? I'm not really big into ASMR myself. Could care less about that stuff. Drives me up the walls. Man, this is a very, very pretty PCB. This is also soldering really nicely today. Some PCBs don't solder nicely. So heartbreaking. Also one of my first albums. Yeah, dude. Hack-On, thank you so much for the tier 1, bro. I really appreciate that, man. I hope you're having a lovely day. You don't want me to chew in your ear holes? No. But you know what it is, too? I'm very sensitive to sound. Like, we were out yesterday at the mall to go do some stuff, and we walked into a store that was blaring music, people talking really loudly, and it kind of makes me feel nervous. So I don't love going into those places. think I'm very sensitive to a lot of loud noises all at once. I never always was, but I feel like recently I am. I just feel panicked. Sensory overload? Maybe. I think that's probably what it is. But, yeah, I feel very panicked when that happens. And it's weird, too, because I'm like a pretty confident individual. I just feel weird. Loud, chaotic noises give me panic attacks. Yeah, just too much stuff happening all at once. Like I said, used to be totally fine with it, loved that atmosphere, but these days, oof. Hello, hello? Oh my god, how you guys doing? If it isn't, I'm going to pronounce this totally wrong, but Aglatsen Studio, probably pronouncing that wrong. But I feel like I was just talking to you guys on Instagram not too long ago. I don't like when people yell all the time for no reason, no chill whatsoever. Yeah, some people are just naturally loud speakers, though. I don't really fault them for that, but I agree. How are the PBT fans' caps? VOR is really nice. I think PBT fans across the board, both their PBT and ABS stuff is pretty solid. Some of the nicer quality caps I've received for sure. Teenagers are loud. Reminds me of that song from My Chemical Romance. I grew up with a deaf father, so I'm naturally loud, but I'm easily able to subdue my expressiveness. I mean, that's a good thing. I feel like if you're able to adapt to that, that means you're very aware of your surroundings and how other people feel, you know? Alex, are you from Eastern or Western Canada? It's about 9 p.m. here in Eastern Europe, so it must be pretty early. I am from Eastern, so it is Eastern time zone, so 2 p.m. for me. I like doing these Sunday streams specifically for Europeans, because I know people in Europe can actually watch these, and people have requested it in the past. So that's primarily why I do Sunday streams at the time that we do them. A little EU friendly. Iglatson, perfect. Sometimes I get annoyed at teenagers screaming for no apparent reason, but then I remember they're teenagers, let them have fun. I think there's still a line, you know, a level of respect that I feel like has kind of wavered in the last little bit. Across the board for any age. And what I mean by that, though, is, hear me out. This might be it's a discussion, so my opinion could be wrong, but this is just my opinion. I feel like people care less about their neighbor, and I don't mean that literally. I mean just other people. And everything is for themselves now. Maybe it's the state of the world we live in. But,
have a great day.
Hey, thank you so much, Azim. I appreciate that, man. But I feel like people these days, it's all about themselves. Like, they have to make sure they're eating right. They're the ones, like, doing well. And it's very rare that you'll see someone care about someone else. Like, I say this all the time, dude. And I feel like this is, again, more of a recent thing. But when I'm out, right? When I'm going out, walking down the street, one of the things that's on my mind is, like, let's not walk into anyone. Like, let's not, you know, push anyone to the side of the street. If it's a smaller road and I'm with a person, being like my girlfriend or something, I'll try to, like, put her in front of me or I go behind her. And that way there, it's like, you know, there's room for everyone to walk. But you can tell there are people who just don't care. Like, they're the main characters. And they will not move out of the way. Like, they don't care about their fellow neighbor. Like, they don't care about anyone else but themselves. And I think the reason for that is just maybe the state of, you know, our economy. Maybe it's just like the way we live and do things now. But it is slightly annoying. I think, Alex, that pandemic supercharged people who do that. On the other hand, the same is with compassion in people who had it before. Honestly, Drop, you're very right there. I think I think you're right. I think I am maybe focused too much on those people and not really on the people who are super compassionate because of the events that have happened, but totally understand that, man. Toronto in general has become more chaotic, and dude, Toronto's so chaotic lately. I kind of hate it. It's very NPC of you to not call them out on it. That can be done. Yoshi, the problem with that and calling people out these days, everyone's got a point to prove. Dude, you know how many times people take those things so freaking seriously? Like, if you say, hey, like, do you mind not bumping into me? I mean, wasn't there like a father, I don't know if this happened in New York or something, I don't remember where this happened, who just simply asked someone to turn down, I don't know, was their music or something like that, because they had a small kid with them, and then they end up getting shot or something like that? In front of a coffee shop, I believe. I don't remember where this happened. Yeah, I that's kind of what I'm comparing it to. Like, people in the night, like when I was out, like in my teens, and I don't know, I just feel like people had more, I think someone said it before, but spatial awareness, and just they cared a little bit more, but not much more, but they cared a little bit more. I'm also going to be pretty ignorant and say something, but I also think that grind set mentality that has really been pushed and enforced into people, like, you need to grind 24/7, you are the best person, like, I think that doesn't help. You can't be calling out people in Toronto anymore. Some dude in Eglinton, yeah, dude. So many people get, Toronto's been weird. I think anyone labeling adults this, teens that, is a hasty generalization. Even every individual acts a certain way, and we used to act like that. We like to use that to attack certain demographics. You're not wrong there, Damon. I think it's just probably experiences, and when you kind of look at an experience and you're like, okay, well, we can generalize this because it just makes sense to us from our experiences. That's kind of where those things probably come from, but you're not wrong. You probably shouldn't, and base it off of individual experiences like that, or individuals. Because anyone can do anything. I get it. I have extreme depression and fear right now. Came here because it seemed like your stream would make calm down, but the talk about everyone being from themselves and the world getting worse makes me feel worse. Again, sorry to hear that. You can, of course, say what you want to your stream. Rose, sorry that you feel that way, but, I mean, we're all here having a good time. Hopefully you don't just think that's the worst thing to do, right? You just feel like the world's bad. But I think we're all here having a good time. I think social media exacerbates the bad things. Only black and white. There are no gray zone. I think, okay, here's my thought. I think there's a lot of, like, either really bad or really good, and no just in between, you know? Like, when you look at, like, influencers and stuff, it's a lot of, like, them having the most amazing, most, like, privileged life possible, right? But when you look at the news and it's all, like, sad stuff all the time. Oh, dude, bro, don't even stress. Don't even stress. Deep breath, no, don't even stress about it. You can say whatever you'd like. You're free to feel whatever you want. Just remember that tons of good in the world, tons of bad. It's an equal thing. Not really much we can do as individuals other than love each other, right? I've been obsessed with everything. I've been obsessed with everything, everyone, all at once recently because it's so optimistic and positive. The movie? Was that really optimism and stuff? I don't really remember that. Maybe there's like a core part of that I have to like watch again. I feel like there was like a. Well, maybe you know what? Maybe you're kind of right. Loving others, yeah, because it was like them coming up from the, the bottom, trying to like figure out family stuff, and I need to watch that movie again. I've been watching The Walking Dead, Dead City. Holy, loving that. I've always been a big fan of Negan. So watching that has been like awesome, dude. Beef was okay. I think Beef was overhyped. So Beef to me wasn't the best in the world. It was okay. It was okay. Beef was okay. A lot of people hyped it up, man. So I think I went in with high expectations. Oh, and Quest. Yeah, I'll take a look at that after. We're always about to beef, huh? I've been watching It's Always Sunny. I never laugh so much per episode. I think I've seen like 1 or 2 episodes of It's Always Sunny, but my go-to laughing show is always going to be The Office, man. I don't know what it is, man. The Office kills me, dude. It just drives me up the walls laughing. Got my first GMK set. This is so good. What set did you end up getting? Diversity Day. Oh my god, dude, that show is crazy. I think the only episode I literally can't watch is the Scott's Tots one. That one there skip every single time. But my GF and I got into Sunny. Some of the episodes are so hard to watch, and we love it. Does it have cringe episodes in that? I don't remember. What else? You know what else I didn't mind? Sheldon. That was pretty good. I love my zombie movies though. Love them. I'm a sucker for a good zombie or just like any sort of like post-apocalyptic thing. Love it. That's why I like Walking Dead so much. I've also been watching The Witcher, but I think I watched 2 episodes now. But I want to finish some of the other shows. We finished season 1 of Silo, by the way. So wait, I have 2 more switches to do. So good. Silo is so good. I did not expect the ending to Silo. Did not at all. And if you guys have not watched it, highly recommend. Picked up all 3 books. I want to also get the books, but I also just want to wait till the next season. All of Us Are Dead is great. Yeah, that's a good one too. I love that one there. Agreed. Can't wait for season 2. Did I scratch my nose? I watched a movie called Air the other day. The movie's so funny and surprisingly didn't age despite being 40 years old. Air. I don't know what Air is. The only thing that I know that had Air in the title is Air Bud, which I don't know if many people here know what Air Bud is. The Nike Jordan movie? Oh, I don't remember that movie. They made a show out of Silo? It's on Apple TV. It's so good. Like, some people complained that it was a little bit slow in the middle. I disagree. I think the character building was fantastic. I was kind of locked into every single episode, but I thought it was really good. Maybe other people didn't. I think I did see some complaints about it being kind of slow, but I thought it was good. Ming, thank you so much for the Prime. I really appreciate that. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for the stream. I feel less lonely now. I'm glad I could be of some service. I am very glad. All right, let's put this thing together now because it is flopping around everywhere and I need to figure out how to put this together. So, screw in the mag plate. Okay, so we gotta get this guy now, I guess. One of these guys. One is a single hole above the air cluster, so that's layer 1. No, wait, no. Single hole. One has a square hole, so that's layer 2. This is layer 1 here. So this would go here. This would be layer 2. This clear acrylic one. And this one here has the badge. Install layer 1 on top of the plate. Screw in the mag plate with the M3 into layer 2. Okay, let's go do that, shall we? Where's Protozoa Studios from? You know, I don't really remember what their origin is, but I can't remember now. Ooh, this looks pretty already. Sorry, the movie was called Airplane. My brain short circuits it. No worries, Magnolia. You're good. Where's the CW60? Coming later. It's coming tonight. The CW60 will be later tonight. Pinky swear it. It'll be probably, oh, this is a cute little badge. Probably later tonight, guys. Wait, so does this, let me see something. Have you seen Lost? I have. However, I think Lost isn't my favorite thing in the world. Lost isn't the best thing, IMO. Oh, so this is the way it should go. This way. I think. Yes. And this would go like that. That makes sense. Okay, so let's grab our tool stuff here. Have you built a bias TKL? Yeah, I have one. I bought a personal unit for myself. Oh, we got like a little pin. That's cute. So I need this thing. This is the magnet. Lost is similar to Game of Thrones. I can't get past season 1. I think I've watched season 1 about 3 times for Game of Thrones, like over the course of the last few years, desperately trying to get into it. And I just was not interested in the movie or the show at all. It was not my thing. Screw in the mag plate with one MP3 and layer 2. Screw it all the way. Okay, so I need to figure out the screw situation here. Also, Protozoa has really pretty, this sounds so stupid, but they have like custom screws they do too. It'd be kind of tough to show you guys, but it says Protozoa on them. Nice little touch. Really like that. Nice watching you build this cube today. I had mine for months with that exact PCB too. Oh, you're gonna put Fuyu on this? That'll look nice. That will look very pretty. Hold on, do I do just the one layer? Yeah, let me just grab my screwdriver for this. Actually, I can just use this. It's fine. Okay, so that's through. We wanna make sure the screw is flush, it says. So that's gonna sit like that. And now this guy, layer 3, goes here. And we screw it all together. Okay, pretty simple. Where's my mic? I don't see it. The microphone is above me. Actually, on Instagram today, if you guys want to see how it actually looks on Instagram, I posted my setup. Well, not really all my setup, but just the one piece. It's like a piece of dust there. So if you guys did want to see how that looks, you guys can see it there. Sick Instagram post. I think I'm gonna start doing less and less keyboard photos, by the way. Well, okay, I take that back. There's gonna be exactly the same amount of keyboard photos. I just think that I'm gonna also post other things. Not for nothing. I just think the keyboard stuff does get a little tiring to a lot. Like, I don't know. I don't know how you guys are feeling with it lately, but I'm a little tired of all the keyboard content from Instagram. Like just taking the same old pictures over and over and over again. It doesn't feel like good creatively. Oh, this is, okay, wait. Side topic. Well, not side topic. Do you guys see that? That's so interesting. So the plate with the silicone innards is actually the mounting. And it just kind of lays on the edges here all around. Oh, that is cool. And because it has a separate piece here, it can flex. Oh, that is neat. I like your keep content and I get good ideas for build, but I agree content is wish. Dude, that's why I think I'm going to just do a whole bunch of different things. I think it'll be fun, but a whole bunch of different things will be, I think, ideal. Cool. This is a mix of stuff, so I believe it's polycarbonate bottom, and then a, where's the screws? I just had them. Here, there. And then an acrylic top piece here. Should I just use my screwdriver set? No, let's use this. Where do I get the backdrops to my photos? So at one point, the backdrops, I don't think these are the right screws. Hold on one second. I think I need to feed the these guys through. Don't die. I get them from a place called Backdrop Club, but they're not my favorite thing in the world. Oh wait, no. Do we just use those screws? No way we do. I think I need to put the standoffs in them. Yeah, it looks like they have standoffs in them. Okay, let's put these through. That makes more sense. Does this make sense? I don't think this makes sense. Hold on, guys. Is it these? No. Screw in the standoffs. Oh wait, I missed a step. Hold on. I missed a step over here. So we got to do these guys first. Missed this step. This board is giving me GMK Yuri vibes. I think this is a very pretty board. All right, let's actually get my screwdriver kit. Wherever I put that. Where did I put that? Screwdriver kit, screwdriver kit. Can I just use this for everything? I don't know. Maybe I just use this for everything. Yeah, we'll just use this for everything. Thanks for recommendations. I'll go check them out. What are you checking out? I want to know. I'm surprised you didn't transition to other types of photos sooner. There's only so many ways you can take a picture of a rectangle. The long story is I kind of lost my love for taking photos a long time ago. This is predating keyboard stuff. It was just like, I pick up a camera, I'd go outside, take some photos. I edit it a certain way. I just didn't love what was coming out of the camera. And I think a part of it was just the cameras. I mean, even then, a few years ago, everything felt very clinical coming out of the camera. And like I was using Nikon at the time, and then I was using Sony, and it just felt very, very dry. Like nothing felt like it had character, if that makes sense to you guys. And eventually I was like, yeah, listen, I'm over this. Like I don't want to take pictures of things outside. So I just stopped. And when I started finding my love for taking photos outside again, it was a mix of Fuji that made me go, okay, like this camera takes photos that clearly have some character to them. I like this. And then when I picked up my Leica camera, there's something different about the photos. And I know there are people who are probably gonna like completely disagree and be like, no, it's, you know, same old pictures, you gotta how you edit them, whatever. But no, it was something like different about the way I took the photo, I guess even the pacing of how I took shots. And I think this is why people also like more hands-on or analog approaches to things, even with music, right? when you're changing a record or changing a CD out, even for, you know, context there too, it feels like more intentional. And when you're doing things that feel more intentional, it just feels better. So the intentional approach to things was, I'd say, more what I wanted. Objectively, there is something different with Leica, the price. True, the price too. You're not wrong. I'm actually getting back into making stuff for myself and posting online. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great way to like do things too. Just do things for yourself. I'm definitely not asking because I want to hear him sing. Guys, I don't know if you guys actually want to do a karaoke thing, but I don't think anyone here want to actually hear my voice for that. That's probably a no-go. I feel like the Leica Q2 and X100V accomplish very similar things. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I think they do. I would say that constraints make you more creative. Your focus on keyboard content has made you really good at product photography. Once you've climbed to the top of that mountain, hold on. Are you insinuating that I'm already at the top of the mountain, Mod Musings? Hello? Thank you, dude. I appreciate the compliment. I hope that's a compliment. But no, I think I still have lots to learn. I think there's a totally different side of product photography I'd like to start experimenting with. At the moment, I'm kind of restricted by space. But when I do get more space, I think I want to, you know, hop back on that train for things. But right now, I've been really enjoying just taking photos of just random things outside that make me feel happy. But one day, I think my next thing that I want to focus on is the bigger space, for sure. I think that would be really fun. That would be super, super fun. Push these through. That was a bit tricky. Why isn't this going through nicely? There we go. Next piece. Every time someone uses the word insinuate, I think of Pineapple Express. Really? Oh yeah, another stream tonight. There'll be a secondary stream sometime tonight. I don't know when, but I'm thinking just 7 p.m. But yeah, there'll be a secondary stream. This looks really nice. This is a cool looking keyboard. I think it has LEDs too, so. What am I building? Right now we are building the Strata TKL by Protozoa Studios. Camp, we're not selling here on the stream. Please don't do that. This isn't the place where we sell our stuff. Please. Do you have Novel Keys Cherry Industrial keycaps? I do. Next stream we're building CW60. Looks big for a TKL. I think that's the point. It's supposed to be, this isn't, like I said, I don't think coming into this keyword I expect, like, maybe we will. Maybe I could be proven wrong. But I don't think my expectation here is like top tier sound or like ultra high performance. I think this is really just a showpiece. And a fun project. Because like I think that's also something that, dude, I need to talk about this a little bit too. I think I kind of fall victim to this too. And participate in this a little bit. But not every keyboard needs to be the keyboard that sounds like the thing that you're gonna end up with all the time. Some keyboards are just fun because you want to create a cool project. Like you're totally able to build a keyboard that way. And I think sometimes even I forget that. Like I'm pretty positive not everything needs to be done that way. All right, let's move this. Actually, This is really pretty. Damn. All right, so it does have LEDs. Cool, we know it turns on. I was thinking of putting Ghost. I don't know what I want to use yet. Maybe we do put Ghost on this. Ghost could look really cool. So I might have to take it off of my Sonic, but I'm okay with doing that. Let me just get the rest of Ghost. Wherever I put it now, that's the thing, I guess. Finding where I stuck the rest of the set. Oh, here it is. The PCB does have RGB, yeah. Can foam make your switches feel heavier to press? It shouldn't. The answer is, should be no. Soup, thank you so much for the Prime.
Hope you're having a good day, Alex.
Dude, I hope you're having a good day. Are you guys all having a good day? Never mind my day. Are you guys having good days? My day just started. So nice.
I've been a subscriber for the past 5 months and I gotta say, it's been such a ride.
Hey!
The content is just top notch and I'm always blown away by how entertaining and informative the streams are. I've learned so much and have had a blast along the way. Thanks for putting in the effort to make such awesome content. It really brightens up my day.
Dude! Hey, thank you so much, Angry. I really appreciate the kind words, man. You know, one thing I will say, I have to thank everyone for this, because sometimes I feel like with any stream or any content, you know, you watch it, it almost feels like there's talking points. We're very off the cuff here, and what I always say, like anyone who asks me about like how I talk on stream and stuff, it feels like, and I hope everyone feels the same way, it's like we're talking with a group of friends. Like you go out for dinner and, you know, you're just kind of eating over dinner or something, and you just, or eating over dinner, talking over dinner, and you're just talking with like everyone that you know about catching up, what's happening during the week. It always feels like that, dude. It always feels like we're just hanging out. It's a very like small, intimate gathering type thing. You made me hungry. Okay, well, all I said was dinner. So that's not my fault. We love you, Alex. We love each other. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys. Best community? Oh, you guys are too kind, man. Very pretty, actually. I think it's a little bright in my room right now, so just let me turn it down like 2 stops here. There. That's a little bit more accurate, I suppose. These are Dami Key Ghost, yeah. I think Ghost is a cool keycap set. Some people didn't really like it because they felt like, I mean, the semi-translucent nature feels like the legends are bleeding a little bit, but they're not. But we're using, I thought we were using creamsicles today. I was wrong. We're using Epsilon switches. I just want to love myself more, but positive people like Alex make me feel more, dude, so it kind of works. I don't really have a good way to, like, that's such a good topic though. Because like loving yourself is tough, man. Finding good qualities about yourself is tough. And I feel like this kind of contradicts what I was complaining about earlier, which is like everyone feels so for themselves. But I feel like in a lot of ways, and hear me out, a lot of ways, when it comes to like the first steps, for me anyways, everyone's different. But when you're worrying about self-love, my thing that really helped me was realizing that I can't, I mean, like you should care to a certain degree because some stuff can be constructive, but sometimes you just gotta like put aside your want for everyone to kind of like you and just realize that like you're a unique person. But I think there's so many different moral things you also have to look at too. Like just because you do something wrong and you put it aside doesn't mean it's good, right? Like for example, if you're not with people that like want to show you the love that you want, then you have to go find those people too. But loving yourself first kind of just stopped. I just stopped caring about what other people think. Like, dude, at one point in my life, I was very, what's it called? How can I word this? I was very, like, not nervous, self-conscious about, like, my teeth and just, like, a lot of things about me. And even growing up, like, I'm like, oh, I am not good looking. I am not this. And then, dude, at one point, I just, like, this is before streaming, I just kind of, like, stopped giving a shit. And I was like, well, since I stopped caring now, I can finally have some peace of mind. And yeah, it allows me to focus on so many other things. So I think your teeth are cute and your mask just is dope. I think, you know who's cute? You guys are all cute. Pattis also wants a compliment. So Pattis, I want to let you know that you're hella cute today, all right? Appreciate you being here. Love you, dude. And I hope everything's going your way today, all right? It's Sunday, so I hope the rest of your Sunday is amazing. First time catching your stream, been binging your YouTube content? I hope you've been liking it. I need to post a YouTube video today, actually. But I'm happy to hear that you've been enjoying it, though. It's like those naked old people at the gym changing rooms. They don't give an F. I think that's to me, that's a big part of self-love, is you gotta just, as long as you are okay with yourself, right? But I think we do put a lot of, like, what does society think first, rather than what do I think? Like, do I like this? Am I cool? Like, yeah, I'm cool. Why not? Like, why not be cool, right? These, I think, are ABS. Pretty positive. All right, let's move this over to the side. And let's grab the rest of Donkey Ghost. 5 keyboards is a lot of keyboards, Quest. But if I had to pick 5 keyboards to use forever, can I just pick one? Actually, no, I won't pick one. If I had to pick one keyboard or 5 keyboards to pick for the rest of my life, probably start with Envoy. Man, you guys ask me tough questions sometimes. Mode Envoy would be number 1. Number 2 would probably be my Unicorn. Number 3... Man, I love and hate looking through keycaps like this sometimes. Man, I don't know. This is such a tough question. I think the Sonnet would be up there too. Probably my F18X. The Class 60 is slowly becoming something that I think I don't want to ever give up on my desk. So I've been liking the Class 60 a lot. It's weird because I didn't think I'd like it that much, and I ended up really, really liking that board. Alright, let's go through this slowly, I guess. There's page down. Pretty sure this is the wrong profile for end, but it's okay. Super. How did you like the Class 65? The Class 65 was okay. I think it was super soft, which I think a lot of people like in keyboards, is they like super soft typing experiences. But there was nothing that, like, made me go, wow, I love this board. The Kohaku's really nice too. And the Susei. I think those would be the keyboards that would stay at the top. Kinwell, thank you so much. I really appreciate the Prime, man. Thank you, thank you. Those are probably my top boards, for sure. Home. Bear with me, guys, as I look through these. Don't ask why I have the Frost one over there, but it's there, so don't ask. Who's an up-and-coming designer you're keeping an eye on? An up-and-coming designer. If No Num Nums decides to make a keyboard again, like if he does a number 2, I don't know if No Num Nums have made a second keyboard yet, but I really like the Elysia, and if that keyboard can, that whole aesthetic can come into a different form, I am here for it, dude. I think I would really like that. There's the control. All right, now I'm missing an end. This is the page down I need. Those keycaps are really nice shade of blue. I think so too. I think these are pretty. All right, and I'm missing inserts and deletes. Okay, now to find things. This is my least favorite part of doing the board, putting keycaps on. Only because nothing's organized nice. Here's delete. Now I need to find insert. Insert and end. Insert and end. My goodness. I like that tint of blue. Yeah, I think this is a really nice overall set. It's right there. Thanks, Angry. Thank you. Insert. Got it. You're right. It was right there. And then end. Where is end? End. That's escape. Bottom left for end as well. Oh my God. At the end of the build, bro, just use any key. You always use any? I know I should, but I want to get end. I need end. I need it. Oh my God. 4 caps to the left of the escape you were just on. 4 caps to the left of the escape. This is the wrong end. This is the wrong profile. Wrong profile there. That's the wrong profile. Where's the right profile? Is the question. Right side is the wrong profile. Right side of the key. This is the wrong profile. I mean, not that you guys could tell. You know what? Screw it. Oh, right here. I got it. We did it, guys. Oh shit, I'm gonna keycap puller with me. Oh, it's right here. I got it. This is the right profile. Boom. Hold on, let me put everything back in its little plastic baggie. Now that I've dumped it all out. Alex, can you zoom in on the badge? If you guys wanted a closer look at the keyboard, here you guys go. It's genuinely really pretty. And again, just to show you guys, like, even the detailing on the screws is really nice. If it wants to focus. They really did a great job with this. You know, they gave it some slack so that the keyboard can move up and down too. Side profile, pretty basic. You can kind of see what's going on, which I think is really neat though. You can kind of see the PCB moving in there. I think they did a fantastic job. And then the bottom. Again, not every keyboard needs to be like built the same in order to get a result out of it, obviously, but I do think a mixture of aesthetics here, a clever mounting system, because that's very non-traditional, I'd say, what they did. Really made for a fun experience building this. Is the badge upside down? Okay, I actually don't know how we're gonna take the badge out, but it's okay, I'll fix that later. Maybe that's the only flaw of the board, is I don't know how to take the badge out nicely. Okay. I do want to plug this guy in. And then change it from this red LED. No one will know. It's true. No one will if we don't tell them, right? So don't tell them, guys. This is DMK Ghost. It's VIA compatible. Very nice, very nice. And then I think I'm gonna put like a blue. Obviously, oh yeah, dude, look at that. Ooh. I am going to be building the Cycle 7, yeah. That is actually really cool. Ghost is made for this Keeb. Yeah, this is nice. Oh, this looks sweet with the blue. This is really, really nice. Okay, let me see if the PCB fully working it is. Very, very cool. Here, so we're using Epsilon switches. This is the Strata TKL. There's tons of different colors you can get for tops. Some different versions too. There's like a glitch version, which is more like a cyberpunk kind of thing. This is the frosted version, which I think looks phenomenal. This is a pretty keyboard. It is using the silicone inside. You have to use the silicone on the inside, and this is using the polycarbonate plate. Little DN test for you guys here, and a little HJ test. I mean, that doesn't sound half bad. It's soft to type on too. I don't know if you guys can really tell from me. I mean, yeah, it moves. So, I mean, this is really soft too. I will agree. This space bar, it's more thuddy. Like it has a thud to it. It's because there's a mounting all across over here. That's why it's gonna thud like that. The only way to make it not thud like that was if Protozoa designed this without this giant bottom tab, but that would defeat the purpose of how this builds. I don't think it would really work too well if you just cut out this area here. But man, I don't think this is a bad overall sound profile, like at all. I still think the spacebar suits it nicely. I mean, this is nice. It's a fun board. This looks cool. I mean, the front height does seem really high. Beige Lad, what's going on, dude? Thank you so much for the raid, bro. The front height seems a bit higher, right? But the overall aesthetic of the board is actually really cool. I think this is such a neat little project. We've been Beige Lad. You're awesome. Dude, thank you, Beige Lad. What do you guys think? I like the subtle reflections I'm getting too because of the shiny top. I like that. Makes the keyboard look nice. It doesn't feel like a stacked acrylic board. It definitely has some of that sound characteristic of a stacked acrylic, but I mean, it's not all stacked acrylic, which is cool. This is nice. And it's flared out a little bit on the side too, so you can kind of grab it really easily. I like it. Now my lighting's too dark. And I like the fact that they incorporated the PCB into the design too. It can make you really appreciate the internals of what's going on. Really like it. Again, Protozoa, they've had some really banger stuff in the past. I know, what was the last one? The Foundation? That was such a cool project. I would not say this is like a step down at all. I think this is definitely on the same level as that Foundation board in terms of creativity. Super cool. Nope, you don't have to solder on the diodes. And there is a hot swap version, but I don't think there's anything left. They did tell me one thing though. They said that they're going to be having a next version with more exotic tops. So they're thinking recycled terrazzo, duotone dyed acrylic, which that I'm really excited for. I love my dyed acrylic Alex 40. So if they can do this in like a dyed acrylic, that would be super nice. And then acetate, like sunglasses, is what they said. And then they also should have more of these in stock one of these days. But there is a few left right now, they said. But very exciting. Very, very exciting. Alex 40. Yeah. It was called the Alex 40. I don't have it with me. It's at my parents' house. It was called the ALIX 40. It was a dip dyed. It was kind of expensive for what it was back in the day. Still is very expensive. But it was a dip dyed, all made in Japan, beautiful little Alice style 40. Super unique project. I had to have it, not because it said Alex in it, just because it was so pretty, and I had to have it in that orange color. It by no means is it like the best sounding keyboard, but yeah, it was a beautiful board. I need to put that back together and start using it though. I need to learn to type on a little 40%. Beautiful, beautiful board. I need to pick that up. Dodge, dip, died, ducked, and dodge. Huh? That's a lot of words there. They also have a plan for the Event Horizon project with Max Voltar. Love that they challenge conventional keyboard designs. Agree. I think that's what makes Protozoa super unique and someone to keep your eyes on too. If you guys were wondering who to keep your eye on, Protozoa for sure. They have made every product they've come out with so far has been just creatively a masterpiece in my opinion, and just so cool. Have you never seen Dodgeball? It's been a long time, so. But what's up, Gio? How you doing, man? It's been a long time since I've seen Dodgeball. It's too long, maybe. Gotta be your next movie? I like it. It sounds good. I think this would probably even sound really good if you didn't use long pulls. If you want something a little bit more toned down. We'll use the FR4 on the next Strata build that I make, because we have one more kit that I want to put together. Heads up, it's very dumb. Dodgeball, that is. I mean, sequel's 10 years later, no thanks. Did they make a new sequel to that? Oh, they're going to be making one? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that either. All right, though, guys. This is pretty much the stream for today. Here's the plan. We're coming back at 7 o'clock to do another stream. We're doing a CW60 at 7. Maybe like 7:30 or something like that. Double stream today. I have to go take care of a few things. I also want to clean up a little bit because I got tissue paper all over the floor now from opening this keyboard. They packed it with so much wrapping paper, tissue paper, whatever it is. It is crazy. But we'll take another... Don't hum. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Okay. But we'll take a look at this keyboard again. Like, I'm going to use it for the rest of the day until 7 because I'm going to be typing up some emails and stuff. Overall, pretty cool, though. Big props to Protozoa for this. Huge. Then I'm getting a Mode Envoy, but wondering the colorways. I have a white Zoom 75. What keycaps to what board? I would put Botanical on the white Zoom 75 and Lavender on the Mirage version of the Envoy. That's what I would do. Get the Alex version or that. Any set would look good for that. Botanical would look sweet on that. What switches were the Grey Kuhaku? Those were Peach Blossoms, I believe. Peach Blossom switches. All right, though, guys. Let's go see who we can go raid. Let us see. Is Yuri streaming right now? I think Yuri's streaming. Let's go raid Yuri. All right, guys. We'll be back at 7 o'clock, and then I'm going to be streaming, I think, like almost every day this week again. It is going to be a big week, dude. Raid someone and tell them to raid us back. Yeah, stay on till 7. Thanks for tuning in for right now, though, guys. I will see you guys very, very soon, like literally in a few hours. So see you guys then, and have fun for the rest of your day so far. Peace out, everyone. Bye, everyone. I love you.